Stewart. I'm the Managing Director of JSA Property, Invest Today. I've been in business for over 2 years, and I've just entered a new venture here, Digital Pipeline. James helped me out, and I'm here to talk about him.
So, all right. Well, to kick off, you obviously, you've spoken to a few marketers before. What was life like before you started working with us from a lead generation perspective? What was happening in your business?
I tried several different companies, and none of them seemed to gel and get the picture of what it was that we are capable of doing. It was just another client, just another numbers, another set revenue coming in at the end of the month. I've been looking for exactly what you offered, exactly for near enough 2 years, and it was like it was a gift. And I don't mean that in a overly flamboyant way. You literally said exactly what I wanted you to say, and we discussed the options and what we could potentially do for each other.
Yeah,
it was a perfect fit. I'm as grateful for you finding me as I am for finding you. It's an awesome exercise, and I have something, and you know how to get it out there, and that's what we need to do.
Oh, fantastic. And what were you worried about? Because obviously it sounds like you've been burned a few times. What were you worried about before pulling the trigger?
So I've like I say, I've tried a couple of other companies, and then they just weren't doing it for me. So I decided to learn it myself. So I've spent the past 18 months learning how to do a lot of social media, set it up, build my own websites, do the messaging and everything. And it just takes so much time away. At the end of the day, I want to put my investment properties in front of a potential buyer, and I want to talk to them about property. I don't want to have to worry about spending hours and hours and hours and monitoring who's looking at it, who's not looking at it, figuring out the new algorithm from Facebook that they change every 6 weeks. I'd rather go, you're the professional. Can you deal with that for me and leave me to do what I'm good at, which is selling properties? So, pulling the trigger was me kind of giving all that responsibility away that I had full control of to you as a third party. And we don't know each other that well. At first, it was a case of going, there you go. That's basically all my business. If you don't do anything, my phone doesn't ring. I can't sell a property.
Yeah.
That was the only big hurdle, but you seemed to get me. You understood the business model. You had previous experience doing similar things, maybe not to this sort of extent, but you've taken it on board and you ran with it really well.
Awesome. And early days, but what are the results been so far?
So let's say we've done 3-4 weeks. Number of leads in over 100. And you don't need 1,000. You don't need 10,000. You need the sort of ability to draw it down to the people that are actually wanting to talk to me about a property. So you've done that. The biggest factor is the time saved. If I had to call all 100 of them 4, 5, 6, 10 times, that's what eating up my time. That stopped me developing my other ideas in the business. It took time away from me going to see clients. And now with you doing that, it's almost, in a couple of months maybe I can just sit back and go, I'll just wait to see what's in my diary today. And I don't have to do anything because you guys are doing all the hard work for me. So you've taken on the role of a whole team of people, and you've lightened my diary easily by 50% or more.
That's great. Awesome. I didn't know it was that much. That's fantastic. And for people thinking about engaging us, sitting on the fence, any comments to help them?
So, there's one of those old analogies where they go, if you think it's expensive to hire an expert, wait till you pay twice for fixing your problems. Don't think twice. This is delivered great results. We're still tweaking it. I'm getting correspondence on a daily basis from you and the other team members.
Yeah.
You've helped me set up other factors that I've utilised basically on my own website. Things like the booking system, etc. Text reminders. All these are great little nuggets that are helping the business get to where we want it to be. If I'm not a success, you're not a success. So don't sit on the fence. Give it a trial. Get in there and do what you can get, guys.